Muslims often claim that the Quran is perfectly preserved by Allah, usually quoting Surah 15 verse 9, where Allah says, "Indeed, we have sent down the reminder, and surely we will guard it." But this raises a serious historical question that many Muslims are uncomfortable addressing. If Allah was preserving the Quran, why did Caliph Uthman burn other Qurans? What exactly was being destroyed, and why was it necessary at all? This is not an accusation coming from critics of Islam. The account comes directly from Sahih al-Bukhari, one of the most trusted hadith collections in Sunni Islam. According to Bukhari, Muslim soldiers from different regions began reciting the Quran differently during military campaigns. These differences caused arguments, and some companions even accused others of reciting the Quran incorrectly. Fearing that Muslims would split the way Jews and Christians had, Caliph Uthman decided to intervene. Uthman formed a committee, led by Zayd ibn Thabit, to produce an official version of the Quran based on one recitation. Once this version was completed, Uthman ordered that all other Qurans be burned. This included personal manuscripts, regional copies, and Qurans used by some of Muhammad's own companions. This event is not disputed in Islamic tradition. It is a documented part of early Islamic history. But this leads to an unavoidable question. Why were there multiple Qurans in circulation in the first place? Several prominent companions, including Ibn Mas'udi, Ubay ibn Kabi, and Abu Musa al-Ash'ari, possessed their own Quranic codices. Early Islamic sources report that these codices differed not only in pronunciation but also in wording, verse order, and even the number of surahs. Ubay ibn Kabi's Quran, for example, is reported to have contained 2 additional surahs not found in today's standard Quran. If the Quran had already been perfectly preserved during Muhammad's lifetime, how could such differences exist among those closest to him? These were not distant converts or illiterate villagers. These were respected companions who learned the Quran directly from Muhammad himself. This creates a serious theological tension. Muslims say Allah preserved the Quran, yet history shows that humans compiled it, standardized it, and destroyed competing versions. If divine preservation was guaranteed, why did it require political authority, editorial decisions, and the burning of manuscripts? What exactly was Allah doing while disagreements over the Quran were serious enough to require intervention by a caliph? Was Allah unable to prevent confusion? Was he waiting decades for a ruler to act? Or did preservation actually depend on human power rather than divine protection? Some Muslims respond by saying the differences were merely dialects. But this explanation does not solve the problem. Dialect differences do not require burning manuscripts.